People are still just trying to get home. There's lots of police cars out here, the shuttles trying to take people back to their cars. In the last minute, there have just been a few evacuees that have just signed in. His family members have made these missing child posters trying to see if anybody has any further information about Caleb. One lightning bolt even hit this tree, snapped it in half, and it hit the house. Hawk says it's not just a problem here at his cafe. Other businesses in the area have issues with flooding. Anytime there are heavy rains on this side of the floodplain. There is hope that this little library right here on Georgia Avenue could see some repairs after someone tried to break in. And the view of downtown Macon up here is beautiful, but what's not so beautiful is some of the graffiti that you can see behind me. Barely hear you right now. I am on stage with Swain and the Highway Souls, working hard here, trying to make sure that the steady stream of people that they've been seeing coming in throughout the day can get their ballots cast. Florence says they're investigating 2 dead bodies found in this home. One a man, the other his niece. The man lived here at that home. His niece lived right here across the street. Dogs like Chicken Nugget here love watching TV. But before you leave, should you leave your TV on? We set out to verify. This is the cake Cassandra Walker designed, thinking she was filling an order for a marijuana-themed ice cream cake.
And after I boxed up the cake, she walked it up for me. And, you know, I kind of scurried behind her, like I want to see the customer's reaction to this cake.
Kensley Davis says her mom asked for a cake with Moana, her favorite Disney character.
Like, it was hilarious to me.
And plenty of people who saw Kensley's Facebook post reacted the same way.
I can see where they get it, that it's a funny mix-up, but at the same time, they do not know that I lost my job behind it.
Walker says that it was like a game of telephone. She says another employee took the call and told her to make a marijuana cake. She says she questioned whether it was right, but she was told to make the cake. It was a simple miscommunication, but she was the one who was fired. Walker got the news on her birthday. She was given these separation papers from Dairy Queen that say she was at fault for designing the cake. They called it unacceptable.
I've never had anyone tell me that I could not do this type of cake.
Walker says now she's out of work, spending time with her daughters. Her youngest, Jamia, says it's given them time to bake treats together.
I also like the cake that we do, and I was sad because my mommy just lost her job.
It's a cake. It was a mistake. It was a cake. And I thought that maybe they would tell me, hey, you know, this is going to be a learning lesson, and we will keep you just the boot right on out the door.
Walker says she's been decorating cakes since 2002. It's her passion. She's already sad she doesn't have an outlet to show off her creativity. This is the home of 9-year-old Caleb Simpson, and he was reported missing today. Now, it's quiet out here right now. However, earlier today, friends, family, and law enforcement filled this area trying to search for Caleb. It all started around 8 Tuesday morning when Caleb's mother, Casey Martin, reported her son missing from his Lizella home.
He's got a great imagination. He can make anybody laugh. He's a good kid. He never gets in trouble. He's a good kid. I just want him to come back.
It was like a nightmare. She says he went to skateboard in the yard, but when she went to drive him to school, he was missing. She called the Bibb County Sheriff's Office, who tried to use dogs and drones to track down the boy. They called in the FBI. 5 hours later, Caleb was spotted.
I just grabbed onto him and I said, hey, we'll take you home to your mama. And that's when everybody started running.
Corporal Roderick Smathers with the Bibb County Sheriff's Office and an FBI agent found Caleb hiding in the bushes at a neighbor's house.
So when you got everybody working together, then we all come together to actually find something that could have been serious. It's a good day. It's a good day that we know that the child is not missing and he's not in danger.
The reunion between this mother and son pair back together again, and law enforcement says it's the outcome they had hoped for. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says they're still investigating what made the boy run away and why he decided to hide. Amazon officially opened in July, but today, as part of their grand opening, city leaders as well as some of the media got to tour the more than 1 million square foot building. Company officials say they're at 900 employees right now, and they plan to add 100 more in the next week. This is where your next Amazon order could be waiting for you. And these these are the employees that could help get it to you.
And I teach how to drive the industrial pit equipment.
It starts with Courtney Brown's department. He trains people on how to use these machines, which retrieve your items.
Locks onto that wire, which is embedded in the concrete, and prevents them from steering left and right. So once they're in the aisle, they're completely safe and there's no margin for human error.
Corey Landry, general manager, says the South Bibb Center is his third one he's helped get off the ground. He led a tour showing off some of their state-of-the-art technology.
Hydrogen-powered trucks on the floor, zero emissions. The only thing they produce is water.
Landry says once Brown retrieves your item, it gets packed and boxed by employees like Kawanda Grayson. Grayson says she's already trying to get her 18-year-old son to apply for a job with her. Amazon offers to prepay up to 95% of tuition if your degree is relevant to a career at Amazon.
What I like about Amazon, that it's easy to move up as long as you want to move up, truthfully.
At $15 minimum wage, Brown agrees. He says his friends all want to get a job here.
12 or 13 friends that actually work here right now. I have maybe 4 or 5 more that call me every day and be like, how can I do what you're doing? Like, how can I get to Amazon?
Now, it depends on whether those positions will open up. Landry says if demand continues to grow for Amazon's products, they will look at hiring more people. 90% of the employees at the new facility were hired from one of the counties here in central Georgia. Landry says one of the reasons Amazon wanted to invest in their facility here is a more willing workforce in their location next to the interstate.